Hello Internet, this is Kawa. Welcome back to Exploring the ASCII Dungeon. This time around, we're playing Frozen Depths. This was suggested a while back as an experiment in limited palettes. It was a 7-day roguelike, if I recall correctly, a couple of years ago. But either way, this game is interesting because it's mostly about the setting. And the setting is... we're not told much other than the fact that it's very, very cold. So let's get started, shall we? We will take the main entrance because we are new to this. And since again, we're not focused too much on gameplay, I'm gonna be playing a Dwarven Warrior. Just classic, easy, classic, easy, two-handed warrior type build. We have here ourselves as the Great At sign, I've forgotten, yes, capital L, to look, a caribou over that way, the classic hashtag walls and dotted floors, lots of white, lots of blue, some pastels, some cyan. So there's our equipment with an extremely bright green for what we're currently selected. Actually, that's our only thing in the inventory. Here's our equipment screen. A very cohesive and coherent set, but quite different from the yellows and browns of Adam to fit the frozen setting. Also worth noting, and I guess I should have noted this from the beginning, is that I'm using the pre-made shortcut that comes with the Windows version of the game. It comes preset with certain font and color options. Here are the color options: black background, white screen text, white pop-up purple pop-up text, white pop-up background. Raster fonts at 10 by 18. I could, yes, change this to consoleless like I did before, but this is actually what the maker of the game recommends. So, and these are is the setting for the screenshots that you would see on their website, so I'm going to stick with it. Anyway, let's go kill that caribou. Caribou charges and hits. Injured and missed messages, again, all within the same color scheme, all within this fairly limited palette, with different levels of intensity and different levels of saturation for different levels of messages. There we go. Bright red for death. We have... did not drop anything. Lots of ice blocks. You aren't paralyzed anymore. There is a message buffer, much like Crawl and Add-on, but it's fairly small. Again, we're dominated mostly by the screen, but once again in a completely different way than Crawl or Add-on choose to do it, or Caves of Cud for that matter. Okay. Let's get those arrows. I don't know if I'll ever use them, but might as well have them. Lots of bright red uses very contrasting color against the blue, and used primarily for blood, it seems. Can I kill it? How do I rest? Can I rest until healed? I can pray. I can run. Shoot, change targets. 5 seems to be rest 1 turn, but there doesn't seem to be a rest longer or shorter. So I guess I will wait here a few turns. Hit the corpse crawler, hit the mosquito. But yeah, it's definitely, okay. Low hit points. I do want to play at least somewhat well. Capital T for tactics. Aggressive, defensive, accurate, fast. Aggressive, defensive, because I'm running. I don't know the exact consequences of tactical changes in this game, but they're never a bad thing to have on hand. And let's grab those gauntlets. More clothing would be very helpful. More accurate. Oh gosh, I'm about to die. I am almost certainly about to die. Can't sense. And there's our first death in this, here. Why do you insist on he? It's not fun, guys. Not necessary either. We didn't know any skills, etc., etc. I'll be right back and we'll try this again, shall we? And we're back. I decided to increase vitality instead of strength this time, but otherwise keep the build the same. We'll see how things go this time. And try to actually use things that are at our disposal. So we have an NPC here who offers repair and crafting services. We have... oh. Lots of monsters already. But we're noting that both in terms of the UI and in terms of the monster selection, it's all very thematic. And rather noticeably so. Those are all close enough to the same. Those socks are important, though. Socks are good. Socks mean warmth. Warmth is good. Especially in the frozen depths. Sorry. Here we go. Doing much better this time. I want to quickly get through this level. Equip. Equip all these things, yes. I do wish some of these options were cycle between instead of to cycle between choices instead of getting to just to use them outright, but to get a menu instead of cycling, I mean. I can't talk today. But, for a 7-day roguelike, there's definitely a lot of depth here. And I'm losing sight of what I should be doing. I want the boots. Those will protect my socks and protect me. Both of which are good things. Volcanic honey. I will take that. That seems like food. Food would be important. I also wish there was an auto rest, but again, given the limitations, I will not complain. 18. There's a potion of some kind. We have traps yet again. This one's a freezing trap and it's blue to go with everything else. No auto explore, but not every game can have auto explore, I understand that. Let's quickly find the rest of this dungeon. Let's equip. My socks are cursed, apparently. Who knew that some crazed wizard would curse a pair of socks? Oh well. Either way, you've definitely seen both the minimalism and the